Good day, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Viper of Viperland. We're back. We're here. It should be the final dungeon, and hopefully we'll actually be rolling credits tonight for how much we've faffed about in this game, which I still stand by saying is the correct way to play an Atelier game. But considering how much we've faffed about, you know, it's about time. But Atelier and Yakuza games are 100% games where I feel like faffing about is half of the point. But yeah. So we're here. Apparently there's no mission for this, so they keep trying to send me back. Also, they added a new thing, like a hunt journal to the game. It was a free update because it just applied when I started the game. Is this the right place? I literally just picked up where I left off. Is this the right place? This has got to be. Whatever. I'm only second guessing myself because that chest was opened. Is this the wrong way? Oh, we just gotta go through the door. Duh. The thing. We did the thing. Okay. Got it. Got where we left off. We did the thing. I think we go outside? I was prepared, don't worry about it. Yeah, I think we go outside and actually go over there. Cool, cool. Then I will take this point. We should just wander over and be good. I say we should just wander over and be good, but clearly we might have to go up. This is me, as always, being prepared at the start of the stream. That might do. How do we get on that path? Yep. Well, okay, fine. Just fight these guys real quick. I don't know why I'm suddenly missing an item. I probably just accidentally equipped it to someone else. It's fine. Whatever. Deal with that later, if at all. Yeah, this should get us up there. Yeah, see? Not at all. What the pants do we get over there? It's up there. Oh, I see. Alright, well, easy enough. As always, we start the stream prepared, ready for everything, knowing where I'm at, where I'm going, the plan, the specifics. Like all streamers do. I'm not gonna make it! Okay, well, then this will just have to work. It'll definitely work, right? Yeah. I think I've had this problem before, haven't I? Cool. And now, just hop over there. It's right over. With a waypoint, you know, so we can get back. I'm not going to worry about... I think our skill points, there's really not much we can do with them. If we're heading into here, we probably should make whatever use we can. I don't care about food buffs. I guess combat. We can do that. Sure. Not really going to worry about that either. If we have an excuse to head out to a place where we can equip more support items, I will, but I'll be fine. Alright, big honkin' castle. Which I'm sure will be a friendly and inviting place.
Massive the Honka Bankaloo's.
That more a big castle, but you know, whatever works for you. Also, hey, Sor, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. We're going. We're going to Final Dungeon. We're gonna, you know, do stuff. I appreciate that there is a fast travel point at both ends of that bridge. Just because. So this is Lacuna Castle. The construction is so intricate. It really is. Almost too intricate. I heard once long ago that they gathered all of Eladice's most advanced technology to build this castle. So basically, they were trying to show off just how strong the Empire was. You know, while it's beautiful, it also feels foreboding. I feel the same way. The mana isn't just dense, there's also some other kind of creepy feeling. Yeah, it's like thick, sludgy mana swirling around it. In other words, we shouldn't let appearances deceive us. Exactly. We need to be very careful here. I'll be fine. Right, another waypoint done. Let's go in. Do I not have... Oh, there you go. Let's just hit that. What is this? Yeah, that looks friendly. It's like mana is flowing throughout the castle. Even we can feel it. It truly is an unsettling feeling. Did Basilius do this? Probably. Makes sense. We're in the middle of his domain now. Still, he's not coming out and attacking us. Yeah, but still, we shouldn't let our guard down. Hey, Klutz, you afraid? No, I'm not afraid. Just a little scared. Is that supposed to mean something different? I'm a little scared, but I'm going to fight anyway. I'm not going to run. Good. Let's go. Alright, in we go. Yeah, it looks super friendly. Totally. So do the enemies. Super friendly, super inviting. I don't think we'll hit max level before we get up there. Which is fine. I mean, it depends on how long the dungeon is and how many fights we do, realistically. But at the rate we've been going, I don't know if we will. Also depends, you know, I don't know how long the dungeon be. I also don't really care if we hit max level or not. It doesn't really affect me. I expected maybe some new materials in here, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. I wasn't really going to leave to do alchemy anyway, so... Actually works out pretty okay for me if there isn't anything crazy new in here. Don't need that yet. Sure, let's go... Ah, so these take a bunch of charge, okay. So that's why I probably should have gotten more max charge. Happy with what I got. For sure we'd have to worry about a little less if I'd gotten a bit more max, but good to know. Good to know. What's in the chest? Not much. Also nothing new. Okay. If none of this is going to be new, I'm not going to go too crazy on gathering. Because we're pretty okay on items. Just as a general. So these aren't... I think that last one was minus 40%, right? That was only 30, so I guess I got different percentages. Alright, alright. Even if they're all 40, we'll make do, but... That means there could hypothetically also be one that's way more. And that I'll have to watch out for. Worst case, if we end up in a bind, we can always just fast travel out of here, back to the Atelier. We'll have to retrace our steps, but I believe the doors we open would stay open? I definitely don't know for sure, but I get the feeling they'll stay open. Jesus, sure a lot of them, though. Yeah, 50. Gonna save that one for right now. Till we're a little more comfortable. There we go. Nab this. I'm sure there's probably a smart, strategic way to do these. 55, jeez. I'm just going to open the ones that are ahead of me. When I hit one, I'm going to open it if I can. Instead, I was going to do less gathering as I continue to do all of the gathering. I also don't really know. Well, I guess that's where it's supposed to go, but guess I'm going a bit vertical first. Nope, guess that's it. Alright, I'll deal with that later. Probably won't have enough for that one right yet. I wish we got a little bit more from battles, but I probably could have spec'd into that too. So, you know. There are definitely battle things I could have spec'd into and didn't. So that's 70%. Progress. Also, Pikachu, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. How are you doing tonight? We're working on, you know, dungeoning. Slapping some stuff with some items, you know. $45, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I know, we're under half, thanks. The air in here feels so heavy. Yeah, what kind of room is this? What is this device? Is it for making memory vials? Never seen it before, but based on its shape, I would imagine so. There are also signs that it was used very recently. By that bastard Basilius, right? Flemmy, are the contents of the memory vials here intact? Yes, they can be accessed. So at least the ones in here work. Alright, maybe we'll find some new clues here. Checking now. This appears to be a war report from the past. Address to the Emperor. Scanning now. Report. Foreign nations, movements, and future countermeasures. An alliance between neighboring countries has officially been formed. They have declared war against our nation. The alliance's forces appear to be approximately 10 times the size of Eladice's own, making it difficult to counter with our current force. To counter this offensive, a re-evaluation of potential uses of alchemy and mana is urgently needed. We propose that we proceed immediately with our plans to produce the almighty memory vial. Experts have suggested that utilizing mana circulators may prove effective in accelerating the plan's progression. The extraction and collection of citizens' memories across the nation will take place via the circulators installed in each region. All collected memories will be subsequently compiled with the almighty memory vial, allowing the previously halted collection to make considerable progress. Once the almighty memory vial reaches maximum capacity, we anticipate seeing a tremendous advancement from the alchemist. End of decipherable information. Collecting the citizens' memories. We heard Basilius and that researcher talking about that too. Right, conversation we listened to in the laboratory, but to think the country's leader was doing such a thing. Do they really though? I find it hard to believe. Really? With all that we see here, you know? So the ultimate? Yeah, I've had it for a little bit on mobile, but I just didn't really vibe with like playing it on the smaller screen. But I got it for my birthday because it was on sale on PC, and I've been playing it on the Steam Deck, which works a lot better. Also, the 2.0 update came out right after I got it, so I've just been playing that too. On the beta test, I think it officially came out today. Yes, I'm sure they did. How do you know? The investigation records that Dr. Marino left behind. Day 382 since the Mana disaster. My investigations around the Lignus and Savage regions have yielded results. I confirm that there were unnatural mana fluctuations around the circulators in each area just before the disasters. The origin of these fluctuations is completely unknown. I can only assume that someone covered up any evidence. The circulators were under the Empire's control. It would be exceedingly difficult for someone to infiltrate and tamper with them. In addition, due to the sheer number of circulators and LEDs, it would be near impossible to tamper with them all simultaneously. This makes it likely that the Empire, which oversaw the circulators, was the one that performed this cover-up. Unnatural mana fluctuations? That was them messing with people's memories? Yes, most likely. And if the mana disaster took place immediately afterwards, their actions must have been the direct cause. They went through with their plan before completing the necessary preparations and lost control. I believe that's the most likely story. And that means Aladi's curse its own downfall? Yeah, it's good. It's got a lot of stuff to it. I hit the post game and I was on floor like 180, 190 in that range, close to 200. I haven't been playing it as much just because, you know, rotating stuff around. Ah, they're basically asking for it. They let their greed blind them. A fit and end, really. But like for a $10 price tag, yeah, it's a ton of content. And just like Corleonis said, the restoration of Eladice is our atonement. Calling it atonement makes it sound good, but in reality, they're no different from children trying to hide their mistakes. If you refuse to face the truth, you can never move forward, just like Lenya said. Yes, Yumia. If you put it that way, we also turned our eyes from what is taboo. We need to face the history of Eladice head-on. Let's find Basilius. Nothing can move forward until we settle things with her. Alright. We'll try to find him, presumably that way and up. Ah, treasure. Yeah, we're at 36%. We're taking that. Yoink. Huh. Didn't expect to find particles in here. I'm glad, because, like, they are just always helpful. Just kind of surprised. Again, I mean, it checks out. There's probably a post-game, I assume. And even if there isn't a post-game, if you were to theoretically get this far, not have done a lot of alchemy, and end up underpowered for stuff, you'd want that ability to power up. Yeah, I'll take him anyway. It's a little overkill, but I probably won't come back for it. I assumed that would be locked. But I guess not. Alright, up we go. We're on the right floor at least. Now to just make our way that way. Fighting dudes. Yeah, I definitely must have unequipped my stronger item. Which again, more realistically, I probably just tossed it to someone else by mistake. No, we're okay. Gonna steal that from you though. Cool. It's just down 4. Yeah, the seething masses of darkness around this castle definitely don't, you know, bode well in general. Okay, so I assume that's locked until I hit the next story bit. Oh, are you bigger than the other guy? No, never mind. Looks bigger. Yeah, I need to play more Cassette Beasts. That was a really enjoyable, like, monster taming game too. And I got that one. There was really no excuse as to why I didn't get further in it. As always, is rarely an excuse. But that was another. I mean, I now know I've got some flights coming up mid-September to go see my family. So, you know, those would be great games to play on the Steam Deck on the plane. Alright, treasure. What you got? Probably nothing nutty. Wisdom component. Alright. don't think I fought one of these guys. I'm still trying to fight like one of each enemy just to, on the off chance it's got a new drop or something. Though it is seeming unlikely. Ah, another waypoint. Okay, so if I need to leave, I can come back. The hell is this? What is that weird tree? What's wrong? That... Isn't that... Oh. Basilius? They're all Basiliuses. They must be homunculi. I guess he used their bodies as vessels and transferred his memories into them in order to prolong its life. So basically, this room is for preserving all those bodies? He did all this to keep living? He wanted everything. He wasn't even willing to let go of his own life. So he transferred bodies over and over, keeping only his memories to stay alive until now. Can we really even say he's still Basilius? I don't think so. Just as I could never be the doctor's daughter, simply inheriting someone's memories doesn't mean you're still the same person. So Isla's theory about him being a fake Basilius wasn't exactly wrong. You never even realized the mistake you were making. His ambitions must be his sole driving force, like a never-ending grudge or a ghost chained to this world. We have to stop him. Agreed. And first, we have to activate a fast travel point. How would you even... I guess, okay, yeah, I guess they show it there. That works. Right now, I think I'm prepared enough to keep powering through, but, you know, if we hit a wall or something, now we know we can leave and come back. But I think we're geared enough. I think we're fine. Alright, smack the button. Yeah, I think it moved too. So now I gotta go way up there, okay. $60, jeez. Alright. 60% it is. Oh, but there you go. Good to fill up from there. About to say, you'd think the yellow would really stand out. Particles. Ugh, where does that gotta go? Way over there. Alright, let's carry it. It's not even that far, it just feels like it. And plop. Fought those guys before, outside. Fine, alright, whatever. What, 17? Yep, we got that one too. Yeah, if I don't have to kill all of them, then, you know, gonna. If they were dropping new materials, I'd definitely be more tempted. Okay. Crack it open. Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, the skill points are gonna add up. Oh, we're full. Hello, friends. Take some item damage and be deceased. Perfect. I still gotta figure out how to get up there. So we're back here. That's the save point. Alright. Nifty. We know there was an elevator around. That's the one that brought us here. So maybe over here. Well, but we know the skyline is just being remade as best as he remembers it, and he might just remember it being cooler. Another fast travel. Good, good. Third floor. Excuse me, hiccups. What is it, Yumia? There's a tremendous amount of mana swirling up ahead. So he's here. Lying in wait in the deepest depths of a castle. Once an emperor, always an emperor, I guess. It's not a trap, is it? If he was going to try to trip us up, he had plenty of opportunities. Indeed, it seems he's ready to settle this for real, here and now. It's been a long time coming.
Yumia,
you ready? Psh, of course. Once you proceed past this point, you will be unable to turn back. I am prepared. I just want to save on the off chance. Like I am pretty sure we are damn ready, but it would be silly not to make a save, right? Cool. Now we go. I don't think it was necessary, and honestly the game auto saves enough that like they should be fine too. Yeah, well, I wasn't sure, and I didn't really have the time to like stretch it the other night, so it works out. We've done all we can. Let's go. They don't let you turn that off. Alright. So, Sora, how much would you give for the next game in the series to be Atelier Lenya, entirely Bochi the Fox focused protagonist? Because I feel like we can safely assume trilogy again. That's just how they do things. I know alchemy is powerful. We used it well, I think. Mostly.
みんなの仇を討つ。私たちはそのためにここまで来た。アラディスには私たちの知らない本当の錬金術が眠っていた。それは決して喜ばし
Many
いも
first
のばかりじゃ
ones.
なく、
I am. Also, hey Ramen, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat.
目を背けた
How you
くな
doing?
るものもたくさんあった。
あなたはこの地で決して錬金術師だと身分を明かしてはならない。
Yeah, it's alright. I didn't rush through, but once I realized that there didn't seem to be any new materials from either monsters or chests or gathering points, I just kind of ran past a lot of them. I could have done more battles and hit 120 before we got here, but I was like, we're fine. Also, I'm the last person who can judge somebody for misremembering something.
本当の錬金術に向き合おうって思えた。
新しく学んでいくことならできる。そういったのがお前だ。
Viper confirmed goldfish. I thankfully wouldn't go that far.
仲間として。
This is also true, yeah.
僕らにも手伝わせてくれないか。
But I feel like you're fairly consistent with overshooting it. Except for those few times you're not, and you're like, we totally got time. 6 hours later.
ありがとう。自分の弱さとか間違いから目を背けない。
We were just discussing what Sora would give to have the next game in this trilogy be Atelier Lenya and be entirely Bochi the Fox focused as protagonist, as she just, decides to learn alchemy.
私は前に進みたい。どんな記憶も全てが錬金術だと思うから。誰かに示さ
I
れ
am
た
curious where they'll go from here because I really like the concept of the mana of this world is memories. And presumably whatever they do for the next games will be in the same world, the same... Yeah, I mean, they could do Yumia 2 as well, for sure. If they do someone new, but yeah, it's a really cool concept, and they've already used it in interesting ways, and I'm kind of curious what else they got, what more they got. Gotta get the squad shot, That looks normal. So does the whole castle, to be fair. It all looks perfectly normal and acceptable. That is the most villain-ass villain that I think we have ever seen in an Atelier game. Just straight up Castlevania-ass villain sitting on a chair, Look, I'm not saying that PS2 Ateliers didn't have villains. Mind you, I've only played... I mean, Manakemia, the villain was you. So you were actually a protagonist-ass looking villain, not a villain-ass looking villain.
人の世を変革する創造の力が持つ価値に。
悪いがそんなこと言ってるのはもうお前一人だけだ。おとなしく墓の中に戻ってくれ。祈りくらいは捧げてやるよ。
一人？この眉の中にアラディスの民が眠っている。
Okay, gotcha.
そして我がいれば アラディスはよみがえる。この我こそがアラディスなのだ。何も失いはしない。土地も建物も。
Except we already know that they have lost and altered buildings.
栄光もすべてを取り戻す。それが皇帝である。我が使命。
使命？誰もそんなこと望んじゃいないでしょ。あんたが勝手に言ってるだけ。いい迷惑だってわかんないの？
ああ、お前は民を取り戻すと口では言いながら、国民一人一人の暮らしなど一切考えていない。ただ自分が思い描く理想の国を取り戻したい。そんな自己中心的な思いがあるだけだ。貴様の計画はここで僕らが打ち砕く。
できると思っているのか。
できます。これ以上罪を重ねるのはやめてください。錬金術で好き勝手
I
しない
can't
で
wait
ください。
for the third part in this trilogy to eventually have a memory-powered spirit bomb to defeat the final boss with.
止めます。
ハムシどもがこれ以上我の手を煩わせる
あなたがどんな覚悟でアラディスを蘇らせようとしているのかは知らない。でもたとえ錬金術であっても失ったものは取り戻せない。いびつに蘇ったアラディスはかつてと同じものじゃない。あなたも本当は分かってるんじゃないの。こんなことをしたって結局過去は過去なんだって。
So what she's telling him in his giant castle of pastel blue colors is to let it go.
知ったような口を聞く。わからぬというならその身をもって体感するという錬金術。
Same thing, yeah, basically.
真髄を。
禁忌と呼ばれた錬金術が新しい時代にたどり着くためにこれ以上あなたに好き勝手はさせられない。終わりにしよう。
Man, why can't the good guys ever have the snake staff? Come on. Illegal.
こいつは絶対に倒さないといけないわね。突き当たってくる。みんなね、外れよ。止める。こっちよ。
Definitely am not in one-shot range, but hey, whatever. We're doing damage. Stop.
突きあり。逃がった。
I got him to half. I'm the villain, obviously, always. I always have been. That's not a viper, though. That's a cobra. Totally different.
なんだ。
I'm sure this is fine, too. Oh, okay. Yep. Perfectly normal thing to just summon demons. That's the final boss of Final Fantasy IX. We just fought that in the trial in 14. Oh, this is fine.
こんなものまで生み出して。
もう 戻れないところまで来てしまったのね。
ああ、貴様らには決してたどり着けない。
I don't know. Do you have a satellite laser built into your heel? Because I think you don't.
真の力だ。
I like how he's not like embedded into it or anything. Somebody just like glue sticked him on. I'm so used to seeing things like, you know, actually embedded happen. He's just kind of like, nah, that's too lame. Not doing that. Wait, why is he in my party? I have screwed up my everything. We'll be fine.
辛そうだな、ユミヤ。
何か来る。
Not yet? Okay, fine. Alright, fine, whatever. Just go back here.
こっちが私の本命よ。まだまだ。どれくらい強いか楽しみだわ。
どうなっているんだ。
そこね。
行くと踏ん張れ。
こっちよ。何か来る。そこね。当てる。
Herc! Yeah, got him. Final blow. I can't. We're not in the outfit. And the likelihood of us building up meter is not impossible. I have been using a lot of items. I'll try to do it with her finisher if we build meter, but it won't be the Tekken one just because it's tied to her outfit. Though that would be a very funny way to finish it too.
Ne, あれって
国民の記憶を封じ込めた眉。彼自身がそう言ったのよ。
国民の記憶すらも使って
見境なしかよ、クソ。
Well, so glad he'd wipe out the memories of his people just to get a little bit more power. I'm not surprised by this at all.
みんな警戒してすぐに行けるよ。ほらそれ狙ってるつもり。合わせよ。
Alright, I have 100% meter. If it lets me keep the meter and it lets me swap, I will finish him with it. If it's a cinematic kill, it's a cinematic kill. But he wasn't dead, and I was at 100% meter. I just don't know if those will stay. Oh, well. Jeez. You didn't have to slap Flammy.
フラミ。何を。フラミ。ユミヤのこと。 どうか守ってあげてね。
Oh, okay. They're doing the meter for us. Gotcha.
記憶
公爵な。
ユミヤ、終わらせろ。全てを。
She goes Super Saiyan, but it's just the one bit of hair that goes yellow.
でもそこから得た思いはこの胸に魂に生き続けてる。
So I guess I got permanent install for this.
過去へすがるためじゃない。未来へ進むためだ。
Alright, definitely dodge that. Don't question anything. Oh yeah. I imagine on the highest difficulty this would be a lot.
みんなの思いも乗せて。
Like I said, doesn't matter what he has. He doesn't have a satellite laser in his heel. So you can't win. Didn't expect it to be relevant, but you know, it's still true.
Yumia、フラミーがいなくても朝一人で起きられますか？ユミア、もう道に迷いませんか？ユミア、自分自身で何が正しいかを判断できるようになりなさい。
ありがとう、フラミー。
Well, poor Flammy.
あなたの
Maybe we can fix him? Maybe alchemy?
良いことも悪いこともすべてこの胸に刻んで、私たちは前に進む。
Yeah, when they kind of hit you in all the spots. Anything mom related. Man, most shonen animes only wish they could kill the protagonist's mom 3 times. But clearly they're too cowardice to do it. I also like the general, like, dancing as alchemy idea. I really like that. I really like the memories as mana. And I feel like they did a good job of an open world too. So I'm really curious to see what they do for the next in this series. Like, this has been a very enjoyable game, but they're setting up the ideas and foundations that I'm really curious to see what they build on. Best one. I don't know. I liked Rise of 3 more than Rise of 2 personally. I feel like those definitively improved as they went along. All of them were good, but I feel like they definitely just got better as it went. But since that's the only full trilogy I've ever played, I'll believe you. That's the only full trilogy I've played. Alright, alright. I mean, yeah, the translation wasn't great at all. I've played worse, but not many. Especially not in the modern day. It was still plenty fine enough to make it through. But there were a lot of instances of like, that should be better. End of a dream. Defeat Basilius. I like that this game gave you the option to like build stuff, even though I didn't really do anything with it other than stack 12.5 chairs. I still think it's a cool addition, and there's definitely a type of player who will have a lot of fun with that, and it being included and even being mandatory for some things didn't detract from my enjoyment. Yeah, correct, same, but it's still nifty that it's there, and I can definitely see people having a lot of fun with that. And they clearly give you a ton of options, too. But they also made it so that, like, the only, like, important thing you have to do ever is just build, you know, comfort level, and as long as you can just look at some numbers real quick, you can be like, okay, yeah, I can do comfort level. Like, they don't stop you from just slapping things down. Yeah, exactly. If you don't care, you can just do that. But if you do care, you can make it actually kind of cozy. With the submission of our report on what happened with Basilius, our investigation of the Lacuna region came to a close. We managed to finish cleaning up the mana-bound areas, too. Putting an end to the plans that had been secretly orchestrated in these lands. Plenty of mysteries surrounding Aladis remain, though. Sounds like some of the research team members are going to stay behind to continue the investigation. But for us, this chapter of our lives has come to an end. Even the chief is going back to Atelier to deliver his final investigation report. I'm confident that a real understanding of alchemy will start to spread, and people will come to know what really happened in this country. When that does happen, will people's feelings towards alchemy change? Only time will tell. Are we returning to Duer? Need to make sure that disaster recovery efforts are progressing. It will also be interesting if the next game takes place in a world where, like, alchemy is starting to be less taboo, and maybe there are people just dabbling in alchemy out there because it's no longer straight taboo, evil, bad. I feel like that would be a fun, like, character to pick up on for the second one, is somebody who's like, oh, I always thought that sounded kind of nifty. People aren't going to hate me anymore if I try it, you know, let's see. I see. Wait, what about Isla? I think I'm going to stay here for a little while and document things. After the mutants and Basilius and everything else we saw, at least one person who witnessed it all firsthand needs to stay. Right. sorry that fell to you.
いいのいい
It's
の
completely fine. It's my job after all. And anyway, I'm sure it'll suit me better than fighting did.
私は
Yumia,
Yumia, Mina, I want you to come with me for a while.
国の監
You'll
視
be
下に置かれ
likely,
ることに
you'll
なった
likely be
のだ。
placed under government observation if you've achieved something incredible. I don't think they'll see you in a bad light.
だが
However, before you leave here, I need you to take care of
そ
something.
いつについては結論
絆創
The
器
almighty memory vial.
バシリウスが
Yes, the all-powerful memory vial that Basilius left behind. A valuable item to be sure, but one that possesses an immense threat.
処遇については
Yumia, as an alchemist who took part in the investigation of this land, I'm thinking of entrusting its fate to you. What do you want to do?
私
It'll be a challenge, but I want to try to decipher its contents.
これの中身を
The
調べられれ
memories inside of it
ば
could end up being the
まだ
key to
分かっていない
uncovering
秘密を
mysteries we haven't
解き明
even
かすかもし
discovered
れま
yet.
せん。今後錬金
And if
術
we
が
want alchemy to really
人々の
benefit
役に立つ
everyone, we
技術
also
に
need to
なるため
understand
には
exactly what kind of
その
dangers
可能性も
accompany
把
it.
握かつてアラディス
Just
が
how far
ど
did
こまで
Alades
たどり
go?
着い
Too
たのか
far, without knowing we're
同じ
doomed to
説
end
を
up on the
学ば
same
ないため
path
に
they
は
took.
知る必要。私は錬金術が好きです。
I love alchemy.
錬金術には
Alchemy has the power to improve
私た
everyone's
ちの暮
lives.
らしをよりみんなが安心
I
して
hope a day will
錬金
come
術
where
に
everyone
触れ
can
られる。
safely interact with
そんな
alchemy.
私一人ででき
There's
るこ
only
と
so
が
much that I can do
限
by
られてるけ
myself,
ど
but I want to do whatever I can, little by
少しず
little.
つでも何か
I was about to say, it would be really fun to play a protagonist that just, doesn't like alchemy, kind of just hates it or thinks it's boring. And I was like, oh wait, man, it can be too. Yep.
必要なもんは全部持ち帰れよ
Make sure you take everything you need. We can't be responsible for anything you accidentally leave behind. Like, the only person in that party of the half that we played that remotely enjoys alchemy only enjoys it in ways of causing other people pain. The rest of the party does not care about alchemy. It is simply a means to an end of like, yeah, we're in an alchemy school, I guess. Hey, keep your hands away from that. Those are my spoils. You seriously collected this much stuff? Make sure to carry it all by yourself.
自分で運び出してる
Isla,
ね
you're gonna destroy your back. Like, I get you're aiming for intimidation. You're gonna destroy your back.
あの
Do you want me to help you?
甘やかしちゃダメだ
Don't
ぞ
coddle him, Lenya.
博士
Doctor.
先に行くわね
I'll head out first. Alright, next time I set out on our time to set out on our next adventure. Let's go, Flip.
これが
She does, I
私
guess.
の思い
This is what I think is right. Hey, Yumia, we're gonna leave without you.
行っちゃうよ
今行く
It's coming. I mean, not for nothing. You said it would probably take about an hour, and from where we started to the start of credits was about an hour. So I don't know if you were necessarily wrong. I'd really have to think back. Like, this, I had a very good time with this, but I'd really have to think back to see if I don't know if this tops... I don't know what my ranking of the, like, last 4 Ateliers for me is. Like, I've played others, but let's be honest, the main Ateliers I played are Ryza, 2, 3, this. I feel like I would generally definitely rank the Ryzas 3, 2, 1. I'm not really... Yeah, this was very well done, very enjoyable. The combat system's great. Sure, it lets you get a little overpowered, but I feel like these games should. And as soon as they add the stupid, crazy, impossible difficulty, it doesn't matter anyway. The fact that this is also still getting free DLC is kinda nice. Like I said, there was a free DLC added when I booted it up tonight. Some sort of, like, hunt journal to, like, get you to fight, like, specific monsters out there, which I think leads to some sort of, like, really big fight? Cool. Awesome. Utterly free. They also have the DPS training dummies now that reward you for higher damage. Those were added into this too. Free. And this game's been out a few months. So and they just keep putting out random stuff. Well, yeah, it makes things a bit simpler, but especially for a first part in a trilogy, I don't think starting from a simpler point is a bad call. I do hope they expand on what they have, but I think having a simpler starting point, not a bad decision whatsoever. honestly, I liked the open world, which I guess we already saw bits of in Rise of 3, but I feel like they leaned a little harder into it in this game with the whole, like, you get tangible, actual rewards for doing map completion stuff, and I think that's a great way of doing it. I'm really happy they didn't require 100% completion. There's a difference between I've completed an area and I've completed the things I needed to do in an area, and I like that those were different. It still made you go out of your way and aim for certain things if you wanted that 100%, but you didn't have to, you know, literally scour the map. Yes, thank you. I know I sold a lot of. Yeah, the alchemy system is more streamlined, for sure. But you still see yourself get quite a bit drastically better as soon as you can put more particles into something and actually work stuff up. I feel like the progression felt good. Going from like your basic alchemy at the beginning to the alchemy that you were doing by the end of it, yeah, it was a nice sense of progression. Yeah, this was... Rise of 3 was close-ish, for sure. I would probably have considered Rise of 3 open world till I played this, where I was like, wait, no, that's the... Yeah... I kept heading back to my Atelier, my base Atelier in this game, so to me it had a bit more of a permanent place than like Rise of 3 did, where it was just everywhere. I can see both approaches and why they picked them. Having them like spread about lets you do alchemy in all sorts of places, but having one, you know, secret hideout is kind of nice too. I can see the pros and cons. I like the characters. I like the party. I am definitely curious to see, like, even if the next game in this trilogy isn't Yumia 2, we can be fairly safe in assuming that we will see at least some of these characters again. I feel like that's not up for debate. Like, that's just inevitable. Rise definitely blew the series up quite a bit. But again, I think within a trilogy is a great time to start on the simpler end and add layers to it as that trilogy goes on. I think that's the perfect time. And if you want to draw more people in after the Rise trilogy, I think starting from a simpler point, I still wouldn't call this like, I guess it depends what you compare it to. I wouldn't call this the easiest crafting system in all of video games, but I would call it on the easy side of the Atelier games I've played. So it's, you know, depends what you're comparing it to. I think it fits the game. I like that you can just quick synthesize some things in the field that were all useful in different ways, but having a limited inventory for them made you at least put some thought into it, instead of just, I make 9,999 bullets and I'm good for the game. Like, you know, you still had to think about it a little bit, but they gave you so much that it wasn't, you know, terrible. Completed the main story. Clearing the game has unlocked the following. Extras menu has been added to the title screen. Creating game clear data just before the ending, or new game plus. It's recommended to create a new save file for your clear data. Would you like to create a game clear data? Yeah, definitely. I will do that. Yeah, I'll take a look at the trophies. Right now, I don't think I'm going to platinum the game, but maybe it'll be piss easy. I don't know. Get the feeling there'll be something up there that's evil. Well, yeah, let's take a look. So platinum, obviously. They really did hide everything. Special recipe collection. Obtained every cooking recipe. I don't even know. I don't know if I obtained any cooking recipes. Enhance your energy core to maximum. Okay. I mean, that'll take a little bit of time. That's not terrible. I feel like if you complete the map, you complete that. Those recipes from side quests. Oh. See, he didn't say I'd have to do side quests. Progress the region. Okay, so there's a trophy for each region 100%. That makes sense. Yep. All regions to 100%. Learned all the skills in the skill tree. Recalled every recipe. Oh yeah, there's still some I didn't actually. Okay. Learned all simple synthesis recipes. I have to assume you get some of those from side quests too, otherwise I should have all those. Alright. I feel like the one that's likely... Well, I mean, looking at the numbers... That's the lowest one? Just the enhance your energy to core to maximum? Nope. It's the different 100% ones. Specifically that, I guess. Oh no, learned all the skills of the skill tree is also really low. And every recipe, alright. It doesn't seem super difficult though, you know. I do plenty of side quests, just didn't in this game. Do plenty. Yeah, I don't really... I'm not entirely sure. That's a good question. What do now? I don't want to start 9 Souls tonight. That'll probably be tomorrow. I still don't know if I'm going to finish that in time for October, now that I'm going to be taking like 7 days off to go see my family. It's important to do and I want to see my family, but Nekopara, yeah, sure. Definitely. Yeah. Did not really plan for anything. Nekopara is there. I'm not going to do Nekopara, but it is there. I wish Wild Arms 3 wasn't a consumable item saving. Otherwise, I would definitely use that as filler more often. But, like, if I were to sit down and commit to the game, it would be fine. But as a filling in at the end of streams type deal, that does make it more difficult. But man, Wild Arms 3 is just cool. Ender Lilies? I don't know if I've even touched that, like, at all. I've touched it a little bit, I guess. I could try to run a World of Horror. I could do what I've been meaning to do off camera anyway and just start a new game of World of Final Fantasy and go through the intro. Not touching those, obviously, not yet. What even? Oh, that's Mania. Yeah, okay. I don't have the other Star Ocean installed right now, though I could reinstall it. I just need to free up some space. Like, that was the only reason it was gone, is I just was short on space for a bit, but I have enough now. It still wouldn't help right now, tonight, but...
Okay.
Honestly, I might just call it. I kind of have a bit of a headache tonight, but I didn't want to not finish, like, Atelier. Like, we were so close, I couldn't not finish that. I could start up Eliza P. That's something else I've been meaning to do, but, like, I don't want to commit to that right now. I want to play Eliza P. I just have other stuff on the plate right now. Same with Tunic. I want to play that, just busy. But it's here to remind me. Yeah, I might call it early tonight. Really early, I guess. I just kind of had a headache all day. I just did not want to not finish, especially with, again, a bunch of days off coming up. I really didn't want to not roll credits tonight. Yeah, tomorrow we start 9 Souls. For sure. Tomorrow we start 9 Souls. And it'll be tomorrow... It's up here. Yeah. Tomorrow and Thursday we'll do 9 Souls. Friday... I'm definitely not streaming Friday. Saturday will be after Cards, Path of Exile 2. Sunday or Monday, one of those 2 days we're going to round 1. It's looking like it will be Monday. So Sunday will probably be Path of Exile 2. And maybe it'll go to Monday after that. Maybe it won't. I don't know. It depends on where Sunday ends. If Sunday ends and we're really close to those new acts or have hit them, I'll probably continue. If we're not really close to them, then Monday will probably be 9 Souls and I'll get to those new acts off camera, and then like maybe Tuesday or Thursday we'll wrap it up. Because I really do want to do those acts on camera. I want to have one time through of the new content. That would be really cool. But I really want to play 9 Souls too. I am Definitely afraid of being skill issue blocked in this game. I've heard nothing but good about it, but I've also heard it can be hard, but it's very, you know, like Sekiro parry skill issue hard. So, we'll see. See how good I am. I make no promises. But other than like game can be hard, I have heard nothing but like fantastic things about it. And even just seeing like the preview, I think Iron Pineapple did a preview, like the demo of it in one of his videos. And even that demo, like clips of it, I was like, oh. I believe it's the same studio that did, what was the game we played? Detention? And also, they've done other games, but not all of them have made it out in the States. Pretty sure it's the same studio. I don't know if there's a way to check that here. Red Candle Games, yeah. Yeah, that's them. Yeah, same dev. So it's a very different game from what we've played of their stuff. But again, everything I've heard is, yeah, they did it good. They did it right. They did, yep, Definitely less horror, which is a shame, but also, you know, not everything has to be horror, just the good stuff. For now, we got ourselves a monster, a quote, a Discord. I don't remember what sparked that. But yeah, no, that sounds about Resident Evil-y. And I mean, it's gotta be. Has to be.
Big ol' Tanahangara Cougars.
General plan going forward is absolutely to try to finish 9 Souls by the time we get Silent Hill F. If that doesn't happen, then we're continuing with October, starting from Silent Hill F, and I'll hope I don't lose all of my skill in the game by the time October finishes. That's the general plan. After October, I don't know. It's too far ahead. Once 9 Souls in October is done, I don't have any set plans, but there's many things that it could be. And maybe it'll be a new game that comes out, maybe it'll be something else. I'm not promising nothing, because I don't know. So yeah, that's what we got. Sorry it's so early tonight. It's the right choice, so I can rest up a bit, and I'm glad we rolled credits, but it's still way earlier than I would normally like to cut it, but it's the right choice. So, you know. Tomorrow we'll do more. Tomorrow will be awesome. Watch me get filtered by the first thing in that game, huh? That'll be fun. But yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. This has been Vipers of Viperland, crossing a game off of the backlog. And I'll see you all next time. Oh, maybe I'll play the Trails remake after October. Because I do want to play the remake. I hate to say, Ramen, I'd be playing it in English. But maybe. We'll see. We have many options. I would not ever commit to the whole series on stream. Sorry, Sor, that will never happen. But I wouldn't hate the idea of going through first chapter remake on stream. Definitely wouldn't hate that idea. Yeah, sorry, I'm not committing to that. That's one of the few things that would be a bigger commitment than Umineko by orders of magnitude. Sorry. No, I'm going to finish second chapter, but it's going to be off camera, and it's going to continue to be off camera. Again, I have 2 more of the games. I have 1 game loaded on Steam and 2 more loaded here, ready to go. I am committing to this series off camera. Yeah, no, it's insane. And I can't guarantee I will play every single game in the series. Always, gonna catch up and do it. But it is on my list. It is on my hard drives. It's something I want to do. And I will make progress on it. But it ain't gonna be on camera. It's gonna be a my own time thing. That's just how it's gonna go. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Good times. See ya. Yeah, I'm going to give the same speech in 5 years and then 10 years. No, if I'm still on SC in 5 years, then y'all could just be like, Viper, shut up, sit down, and finish FC. If I'm still on FC in 5 years, y'all can just force me to play it, because I deserve it at that point. I'm not saying I'm speeding through it, But if in literal, actual 5 years time from now, I have not finished FC, you can call me on that BS and be like, Viper, you have to sit down and play absolutely nothing until you finish this game. Hard stop. It won't take Viper tickets, it won't take anything. It will, I will absolutely make sure. Correct. If in 5 years time I haven't finished SC, I would not restart it for stream, but I would go from wherever I was and I would stream the rest of it. And you can make me do that in 5 years time if I haven't beaten it. This only applies to SC and only to the current version of FC we have. If they come out with an SC remastered in 5 years, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. I'd probably need to restart it at that point. You're right. That's fair. That's fair. If in 5 years' time I haven't finished it, you can force me to restart it and play the entire thing on stream. And I will do it with a smile. Because I do not think that's going to happen. I will beat it before 5 years comes up. I promise. I swear.